Hello world, got a question for you. Is this ridiculous overkill, or is it really the one and done cartridge? Now I gotta tell you that I was watching a podcast and it was sponsored by a company that makes rifles and ammunition and stuff like that. So it might be a little slanted, okay? But here's the question. If you could own a rifle that shot a 30 caliber bullet, let's say 180 grain tip Game King Sierra, say you could send that bullet out there at almost 3,200 feet a second, say 3,175, and say that same rifle cartridge combination could still hit with 1.5 tons of energy at 200 yards. And say that at 500 yards, it still hits with over 2,000 pounds of energy. Now, you don't have to be a genius, because I'm not, to understand that, yeah, you can pretty much make anything dead that you want to. From a prairie dog to a whatever. You can make it dead, especially on this continent. Now, what's the drawback? Well, the drawback is that it's not a super efficient cartridge. You're probably pushing somewhere around 83 grains of powder. What other drawbacks? Yeah, you pretty much need a long barreled rifle, probably 26-inch barrel to get the optimum out of it. And it comes with a lot of recoil. Not so much that, well, you're going to run home screaming to mom and dad, but it's stiff, okay? We're talking about the 300 Weatherby. That's right, 300 Weatherby. Do you need one? No. Could you want one? Could be fun to shoot. Could be fun to own one. Could be nice to say, this is my 300 Weatherby. You want to shoot it? And have some people go, oh no, I'm not shooting that. What's the reality though? Well, the reality is that if you're dropped anywhere in the United States, you are not handicapped by bullet speed, bullet weight, range of the game, size of the game. The only thing that could handicap you possibly is your own shooting ability. So if you're going to say that, well, there's nothing that this rifle can't handle, I don't have an argument. I'm not arguing with you. I am very sure that you put whatever in the vitals of whatever that's walking around, maybe not a Sasquatch. Yeah, probably a Sasquatch. But even a Sasquatch, okay? It's going to die. Now, I've got a little story about 300 Weatherby. My uncle owned one. He built one. Douglas barrel, Springfield action. And I shot it. Possibly because of the configuration of the stock, because we're going back to those laminated thumb hole herder stocks that they sold. It recoiled a lot, but it wasn't that much more felt recoil than my Remington 700 ADL 3006. So, what do you think about the 300 Weatherby? I know a bunch of you have them. I don't own one currently, but they are a really cool rifle cartridge.